Hey, before we dive into this week's episode of Wars Wednesday, I just want to remind everybody we got an official sponsor, Print Pirate. The link to their Etsy store is down below. Make these awesome 3D printed tokens for your Star Wars Unlimited games. Also some other cool Star Wars stuff, like helmets, Christmas ornaments, and use code BOARDBARISTA to get 25% off. Again, link down below. Hey, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Barista Fen here for another Wars Wednesday, and yeah, so played two events this week. I played Wednesday night. I played our weekly constructed premiere event at Go for Games, and then on Sunday I went to Save Point over on the West Bank for draft night, and yeah, between the two tournaments, both of them were 4 rounds. I have a 1-7 record with Thrawn. Of course, you know, the draft, I was drafting a Thrawn deck. It was, you know, I had choices between my 3 leaders that I drafted were Sabine, Tarkin, or Thrawn, and I saw the Super Laser Blast in pack 1, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I could do this. And then my pack 2, the next pack got handed me, and it had the Search Your Feelings. So I'm like, I think I can make this work. And I deconstructed the deck, not thinking that I was going to show it off on here, but it was an 04 deck. It looks sweet on paper, but it just... The problem I had in the draft, I think, was the fact that it ended up being, after the fact, I found out that both the players that were to my left were both in blue-yellow. And it's like every good blue-yellow card that I was passing up for the picks, the next good blue-yellow card, were totally being eaten up by the two of them, and it was forcing everyone that way to be out of blue-yellow, because, you know, but it also forced everyone, when they passed back around, they were passing through the 2 other blue-yellow players. So I seriously, in packs, like in pack 2, I ended up scooping up like 5 rares when I was being passed from the left, because there were just these blue, green, it was like green and red. There was a lot of Sabine, Hera in Leia style cards that just got past me. I ended up picking up an extra Admiral Ozzel. I got a extra red 3. What was the other one I got? I got another really good clutch rare. I got a Tarkin 10 that got passed to me. There's bunch of really good rares that ended up just getting shipped over to me, because I'm just like, nobody on that side of me was in those colors. And, you know, for pack 3 I ended up getting a lot of good stuff, but it was just really being cut out of being able to have any picks in pack 2 that really messed me up. Just not being able to get enough solid removal, or even enough creatures. Like, I was able to get 2 bounty hunter crews. Like, I had the package to be able to recrew, and just completely just being like board wipe, just that one board wipe spell, I could just loop it for forever with the stuff that I had. But I didn't have any of the units that I needed, like the good key sentinels to be able to tie up the ground. I didn't see a single Lieutenant Childson at all. Just nothing really was like able to keep me in. I had all the late game stuff, all the mid and late game cards in that deck, but I had nothing really for the early game. And I was able to kind of like bait some players to be like, hey, look, I can wrath the board, but they're holding stuff back. I didn't have any hand disruption. I didn't have any real good like solid finisher. I didn't have anything to really get me I didn't have a vigilance to really close up the game. It was just really like, oof, very, very, very sad, but very, very fun. And that's the experience I've been having playing Thrawn these last two events. See, Sabine, playing an aggro deck, you win on like turn 5, turn 6. You've either done enough damage to your opponent that you've locked in the game, you're way ahead, and you can kind of trade off some stuff, try to get that incremental, and try to get that last 5 points of damage you just need in there for that key. Seize the initiative, play a combat trick, and just the game's over at that point. You can, like, Sabine ends up being like turn 5, turn 6, maybe turn 7. You go past that, the game goes long, the other player is going to completely clean house. And I understand that. Like, Sabine is a coin flip. You either win in the early game or you lose in the mid game. But Thrawn just, I never feel like there's that moment where I'm like, and I'm done. Until it's the whole fact of like, there's like 5 minutes left in the round and you've played through your entire deck and you've tried to scrape out a win with the deck. And I like that. I like the fact that I don't have that moment of it's not over until I am out of cards. Which is actually a lot of the reasons why I lost a lot of the games, was that I had nothing left in the deck. I played everything out. And a few games I lost were like the Vader match, where it's just like he's just playing something and pinging me, playing something, pinging me, playing something, pinging me. But I'm not able to stop that. And I'm learning the Thrawn deck. The sideboard I have for it is really janky. I really don't see the uses for a bunch of the cards that are in that, so I didn't really sideboard on Wednesday when I was playing Constructed. And the draft, every card that was in my sideboard was an off-color card. I was just like, well, I gotta take something out of this pack, so I'll just take this. But I'm learning Thrawn. Been getting some reps in it with it on Carabast, as long as we keep having Carabast. Y'all heard about how Disney shut down the Lorcana free-to-play website because of the intellectual property aspect of it. I think the reason why Disney got so mad at them was because they were doing tournaments on it and kind of like taking away from that aspect where people were playing the game but not actually playing the game, and people were making money off of it. As long as we can keep Carabast not as a free fan supplement, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see, like they were talking about how the Lorcana one got the cease and desist because there's hype about a Lorcana online game version of it coming out. So hopefully they'll let us keep Carabast until they have that whole thing of like, the online client is coming. And I really think the game needs an online client, because if you really want to be a competitive player, you need to get reps in with your games. And I think playing online is definitely the best way to do it, because you can do it anytime. And I know there's a lot of bugs on Carabas. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't really work right, but it's better than nothing. And just getting the repetitions of, okay, this is the game state, where's my lines of play? And I'm like I said, I'm learning Thrawn. I don't know all the lines of play with it right now. Apparently with Sabine, green Sabine, yellow Sabine, I learned all the lines of play with that. The last time I played that, I don't know if I told you all or not, but I just saw the potential of the whole thing of like, you don't pay to keep the Falcon out when it's got damage on it. You just let that come back to your hand. You're able to just pay 3 to heal. It's basically you're paying 3 to heal a unit every turn. Yeah, do that. But I'm still learning the lines of play with Thrawn. But I love how it still has all these different edges to be able to get you back into the game. And so even while I'm losing, I'm still having fun with that deck. and it doesn't feel as totally like I'm just like the door gets slammed in your face when you're playing Sabine. Like you're it's really that whole thing of like you're either slamming the door in somebody else's face or the door's getting slammed in your face. There's no back and forth. And I think for a while I'm gonna be on Thrawn. But again, I don't know right now because I'm trying to get some behind the scenes stuff worked on. How many more games I'm going to be able to actually get in person. I think I got a bunch of recording and editing stuff that I got to work on tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to go for games this week. I might go to Save Point if they're doing another draft because me like a drafty. It's nice to be able to get some packs cracked open, and Save Point's usually pretty decent. Like Save Point is pretty cool with that. They have not been actually selling any booster boxes. They have basically just been straight. We're doing a draft, and we're gonna make sure that the cards get out into the player pool. So that's been really good. Been a lot of traction actually about new players coming into the game. We had one of the Magic Commander players was asking about it. While we're playing, it's kind of interested in it. Kind of like, I don't know. You guys got any demo decks? I'm like, I don't have any demo decks with us. Plus, we didn't really have the time when he was asking or waiting for. On you, BK, waiting on you, Burger King, to show up, and so we could start the draft. So we didn't have time to like do like some demo games with them. But I have actually put together. I've got the Luke, the Vader, Hera, Thrawn, and Chirrut, and Grand Inquisitor, and Boba Fett. I've got 7 intro decks. SWU Cube, SWU Cube. SWU Cube, another guy on YouTube, he has actually gone through. He's actually doing a series where he's putting together all the other leaders as power level with the starter decks, and I think those are really cool. Definitely, probably deep dive a little bit more into those in a future episode. But no, there's some interesting things like being able to get some reps in with those decks. Just because I really feel like they kind of like they have all the core key cards that you need to be able to draft, and that's one of the other reasons why I think the Thrawn deck didn't go so well. Not only was I fighting over with everyone else, but I did not have a truly outlined pick priorities because I haven't played enough with enough styles of Thrawn. Like there's I have the total control package where it's just like I shut you down, I don't let you do anything. There's some other like more soft mid-rangey Thrawn lists that have a lot more creatures than my deck does, where it actually interacts a lot more with the board and with your opponent. So there's that aspect where I'm like, I need to play some more games. I need to play some more stuff that's not, here's the high tune list that you're never going to be able to draft in a draft deck. So I got those starter decks put together up in Maine. I plan on teaching all my friends, all the boys up there, how to play if they haven't been exposed to it yet. But yeah, no, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just been having a lot of fun playing Thrawn, working on a bunch of other stuff behind the scenes, and trying to survive this heat. It's been hot this past week, so that's all I got for you. Stay hydrated, peace, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.